Hey everybody, Dr. Giggles here from SFNEOnline and of course Joe to the Grove Show. Today's video is going to be story time. I wanted to do something a little bit more fun instead of all the doom and gloom from COVID-19 and all that. So today is going to be story time about Geauga Lake, my visit in 2004 and what got me to go there at that time and all that. So we're going to get into that. It's a neat little story. And before we do that, make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new. Click the notifications because we're going to be doing the Grove Show every day, 1 o'clock, except for Wednesdays at 7 p.m. That's Eastern Time. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. If you enjoy the video, please share it. It's been helping. Actually, you guys have been sharing stuff, and it's awesome. It's been getting us more subscribers. I love you guys for that. Let's keep that momentum going. And, leave us a comment down about your Geauga Lake memories and experiences and fun and what were your favorite coasters and rides and stuff. Leave that down below. So let's just dive into this great story. All right, so once upon a time ago, we're going all the way back to 2004 when Six Flags owned Geauga Lake out in Ohio. Back when, I didn't really know that there was a lot of other theme parks and stuff. I mean, I knew a park, besides Disney and Universal and stuff, I knew that there were other Six Flags parks. Didn't know where they were or anything like that. I wasn't like an enthusiast at the time. Like, I love parks, but I never heard of any coaster enthusiast groups. Never heard of nothing at that time. I didn't even hear about an enthusiast group until about 2008, 2009. I was like, what the hell is this? And that was thanks to AJ, because AJ introduced me to that world, which was great. But some people know this, some people don't. But back, from 2000 to 2010, I would say, I was heavily doing underground howl rap, doing shows all over the country, locally, and I was like opening for like big name groups. I played music festivals and stuff. I mean, I've done shows with Tech Nine, Ice Cube, and Ice T, and Insane Clown Posse, and Wolfpack, which there used to be a member from the Bloodhound Gang. When they split, he formed Wolfpack. I mean, the list goes on and on with all these different, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and you get the idea. So Vanilla Ice and stuff like that. So, back. So I got a call and said, hey, you want to play this? I forgot the name of the club, but it was in downtown Cleveland. It was a pretty good, decent club to play in. The upstairs had was where the backstage area was upstairs. I mean, I remember that show. That show was crazy. And the headliner didn't show up, so I ended up being like a co-headliner with somebody else. And the show was crazy. But that's what got me out to Geauga Lake, because Geauga Lake isn't that far from Cleveland. So my friend that I had on stage with me, he was helping me with backups, and we were doing songs together and stuff. And he's like, hey, there's a Six Flags over here. Do you got a season pass? I'm like, yeah, I do. So we went to Geauga Lake for 3 days. Like, I think I flew in like on a Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we did the park. And then Friday night was the show. And then Saturday, I flew back home. And it was cool as hell, like the whole thing. So, beyond Great Adventure and Six Flags New England, I had never been to another Six Flags at that point. I only had been to those two. And what had happened was I went there, and I actually enjoyed the park. I know it's like a lot of people miss it, and I know a lot of people went way more times than I did. Like, I have 3 visits for Geauga Lake. So riding everything, riding all the coasters and all the different rides, and we all know all the rides have moved around. Like Batman over there is now at King's Dominion as Dominator. X-Flight was, what was it, Firehawk or whatever at Kings Island. That's gone. El Dorado, Flat Ride, the car there that went around, I believe that went to Kings Island, but that's been ripped out of there. The Intamin Freefall I rode. There's Superman, which those 2 rides went over. I believe, I could be wrong, went over to Dorney. We did the water park. We went on the slides. I actually almost died on the slide. when I was going down on the tube rode up the slide, and literally I was riding the edge. Like the middle of the tube was on the edge. If I would have jerked right, I was gone. I don't know, 20, 30 feet in the air on a tube. I was dead. Like, I jerked left, got back on the thing, and I was like, oh my God, I almost died. It was crazy. This was a freak thing that happened. We didn't do the SeaWorld portion. People remember that. We didn't do that. For whatever reason, we just didn't. I don't know why. But I will say the park, to me, was awesome. One, it was different than what I was used to. Two, between all the different wood coasters and steel coasters and, all the different stuff. Like, I enjoyed it. We rode stuff a bunch of times. We rode the monorail that they had. It was a really great park. Like, it was great. It was, when I heard it close, I was like, damn, I wanted to get back out there. And I didn't. I wish I had, but I didn't. And, shame on me. But I feel like it should be talked about. I mean, everybody talks about it, everybody misses it. I got to find the pictures that I have. I don't know what I did with them, and I'll have to upload them. I'm looking through pictures here. I thought I had a bunch of them. I got like bins and bins and bins and bins of photos. So I'm looking at SeaWorld, Universal from the 90s, Magic Kingdom from the 90s, just no Geauga Lake in the stack. I got Canopy Lake from the 80s. I got Dutch Wonderland from 1979 or something like that. I don't know. Got a whole bunch of stuff. But the whole purpose of this story was to, hey, I did music at one time. It got me to Geauga Lake. It's a beautiful park. And I think it was called, wasn't it called something like Six Flags Worlds of Adventure or something like that? And then eventually they sold it to Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair raped the rides, closed the place, sold the land, or whatever the hell they did. And, yeah, you got what you got now. And it's a shame because it really was a great park. You had the villain. I enjoyed the villain. I forgot what the other wood coaster was. Well, it was like two other ones. The Big Dipper or something. I forgot what it was. There was one, I think. And there was, Wolf Bob's or something. Wolf something. I forgot. It's been a while since I went and, checked everything out. I just remember riding the monorail, riding Superman, Batman. We rode Batman a ton. I actually remember that we rode Batman with this really old guy. I think he was in his 80s at the time, 70s or 80s, and we were like, whoa! Like I didn't know anybody that old at that time riding rides. Me and my buddy were like, holy crap! Like, this is crazy. This is cool. Like an old dude. Like the dude was like rocking out on a ride, hands off, being like, woo! Like, it was nice. And I hope when I'm in my 70s and 80s that I can do that too. So who the hell knows? So what I want to do, besides me telling my this is just a little story, but let me ask you guys that have been to Geauga Lake out in Ohio, what was your favorite memories of that park? What were your favorite coasters, rides? You have any like crazy stories? Did you meet your wife or your boyfriend or your husband or whatever you got? Did you meet him there? Did you ever get to take your kids there? Tell me some stories down in the comments down below. It'd be great to kind of just keep pushing this, positivity forward instead of focusing on all this stupid negativity lockdown crap. So hopefully you enjoyed this little story, and if not, I'm sorry, but I enjoyed telling just a little bit of it. I could go on for days about it, and I didn't want to, but anyways, I will see you guys next time. Until then, everybody, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace!